With this particular model, there's a couple things that are different than the other guns I've been fooling with. First off, this gun comes with 2 pistons. Now you have this piston inside, which looks basically like the pistons in the other guns, except this has this metal split ring in the top groove. Okay? This is supposedly the light load. The other piston that comes does not have anything in the grooves and has written on it heavy load. Okay? I kind of don't see much of a difference between them other than that ring and that, so I have no idea. The O-ring that comes with the heavy piston does not go on the piston. If you look inside in the barrel in there, there is an O-ring in this forward part up inside where the gas system is. There is an O-ring in there, but it's pressed into a groove. So, have no idea. So I'm just going to put these 2 aside, and hopefully when I take it out and fire it with this, I can cycle low brass with it. So we'll figure that out on the range. Now, choke tubes. Okay? A couple things that are kind of important with the choke tubes. Go down here, you got 2 in here, the wrench and all that. So, I measured them, and them hash marks on there. This one here only has 1 groove, and this is 692 thousandths, so that's a full choke. And if you find a manual that shows you what these choke tubes should be, that's correct. Now this one here has 4 grooves or something in it, and this one measures 725. So this is an improved cylinder choke, wide open choke. That's the one you should use, and the one inside is modified because that's about a 700, or I'm sorry. What was this? Yes, this is 725. The one in there is about 710. We'll check it quickly. It is 707. So yes, it's a modified choke. I want the open one. And how this works, and another thing we're going to talk about choke tubes, a lot of people forget. I always take my choke tubes out and clean them every time I fire the shotgun. If you do not take out the choke tube, and it just turns out, what you should do is take this out. Alright, I've cleaned the barrel in that, and like I've suggested, when you take the choke tube out, you see it's kind of dirty. It's always good to clean these choke tubes, okay? Put a little bit of solvent on a rag, kind of go in there, clean out the threads and that. Just wipe out any crud in there. Now, what I do, and this is kind of important, we're going to find the one I want, improved cylinder. I'm going to put these 2 away. I use a anti-seize. You can find this wherever they got cleaning or black powder supplies. This comes under black powder because it's designed for firearms, breech plugs, choke tubes, and action. So it's a form of anti-seize. So there you go. Thompson Center. Anywhere they sell cleaning supplies, you'll find a tube of this stuff. And what it is, see if it's still good. This is a clear substance. what you want to do is, I like to put a little bit of it on the tube itself, because fouling does get up under there, okay, and will make this seal in the tube. Because if you ever wanted to get one of these out, when you put them in there and fire a lot out of the gun, and get some up on the threads, down low, and when you thread it in, it'll go up the threads. And I'll change this, you know, every so often, depending on how often you shoot the gun. But when you put it up and all that, you should clean it. Take these out, clean them. They will get dirty, they will get gummed up, and they will seize up in there. And if you've ever tried to get one of these out that have been in there for years, and nobody put the anti-seize or anything on there, on these removable chokes, you will find out that it's almost impossible to get these things out once they seize up. So a little bit of prevention with the anti-seize is all you need. Get down in there. And get it down and get it snug. Then when you're shooting, check on it, make sure it isn't backing out. Alright, so that's about it with the barrel. Like I said, we changed our choke. Don't forget to put some sort of anti-seize or lubricant on your removable choke. It'll save you a lot of headaches. And now I just have to clean up the gun and we will get into reassembly.